In this video, we are going to be making a whale keychain. This is going to be in two parts. In the first part, we are going to make the top part of the whale, and in the second part, we are going to make the bottom half. So, this is all that you would need to make the whale. Some blue yarn. You can also change this according to whatever your preference is. A white yarn, then some safety eyes. I'm using a 2.5 hook. um, you will need a keychain and scissors. So to start, I am first going to take the blue yarn and make a magic ring. So here I've made an X. This is how I make the magic ring. Take the first one on the middle finger, make a loop. Take another first one on the middle finger and pass it through the loop. So this is a magic ring. Now in the first row of the whale keychain, we are also going to be attaching the keychain itself, because this blue part would be the top part of the whale. So what you need to do is you need to make 6 single crochets into the magic ring. Just that in the sixth one, we are also going to attach the keychain. So here, for the single crochet, make sure that your hook passes from inside the circle and below the loose end. So it should pass through both the circle and the loose end. So you insert your hook into the circle and below the loose end, pull out a loop, yarn over and pull through two. That is one single crochet inside the magic circle. Now you need to make 5 more. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the last one, to attach the keychain to the first row, I'm just going to take this hook of the keychain that I have, and I'm going to pass it through the hook here and just crochet normally, and include this hook when I am passing through the loops. So the sixth one here, yarn over, pull through all the loops along with the keychain. So this is how you can incorporate the keychain. And now you have to pull this loose end. Pull this loose end to close the circle. So this was our first row. Now to close the circle, make a slip stitch into the first stitch of the first row, that is this circle. We're going to make a slip stitch here. Okay. So this is our first row inside the magic circle. Now in this pattern, whenever we are starting a new row, you have to chain one. So I'm going to chain one here. And then in the next stitch here, I'm going to be making increases. So in the second row, we are going to make increases in each stitch. So in one single crochet, there are going to be 2 single crochets each. So 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and so on. So there would be a total of 12 stitches. So here in the first stitch, I'm going to make 1, and then the same stitch, we are going to make an increase, so 1 more. So just like this, we are going to be making 12 stitches throughout. So I'll meet you once I'm done with this row. Okay, so I'm done with this row. It will look somewhat like this. Now I have to close the second row. I've made 12 stitches around to close the row. So I'm going to make a slip knot in the first stitch of the second row. So this is the first stitch. So I'm going to make a slip knot. Sorry, a slip stitch here. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through this loop as well. So this is row 2. Now for row 3 we are going to chain 1, and now in row 3 we are going to follow one single crochet, then an increase, and so on. So in the first stitch there is going to be one single crochet, in the second stitch an increase, and an increase is two single crochets. So one and two here, then one here in the third one, and two in the fourth one. So this way we are going to have a total of 18 stitches all around. So I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so I'm done with my third row. And now to close this row, this was my first stitch of the third row. So I am just going to be making a slip stitch in the first stitch of the third row. So here is a slip stitch. Now we're done with the third row. Now for the fourth row, we are again going to make an increase, but we are going to follow the fashion of one single crochet in the first one single crochet in the second one, and then two single crochets in the third one. So one and increase. So just chain one. Now one single crochet in the first one, another single crochet in the second one, and two single crochets in the third one. So this is an increase. Now similarly, one, one, and two. Okay, so now I'll meet you at the end of this round. We should have a total of 24 stitches here. Okay, so I'm done with my fourth row, and this is what it should look like. Now for the fifth row, we are going to make 24 single crochets all around. So fifth, sixth, and seventh row is going to be 24 single crochets. It is going to be the same throughout. So the next three rounds are going to be the same. But before that, I'm just going to close this fourth round. So this was my first stitch of the fourth round. So I'm going to insert and make a slip stitch. Now just chain one. And now for the next three rounds, we are just going to crochet around 24 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will meet you at the end of round 7 now. This is round 5. So round 5, 6, and 7 are the same. You just have to crochet 24, as in 24 single crochets in each round. So one single crochet in one stitch. Okay. Okay. So I'm back. I have finished round 7, and this is what my work has started to look like now. So it has kind of become like a bowl shape. Okay. So it's round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now I just have to finish round 7. So I am going to go to the first stitch of round 7 and make a slip knot. So there we go. This is how I've closed this. Now for round 8, we are going to be making a tail and two fins for the veil. So how do we do that is, first you have to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now here in this chain we are going to skip the first stitch of this chain and crochet a single crochet in the second stitch, which is this one right here. I'm going to skip the first one and crochet in the second one. So I'm going to make a single crochet here, and I am also going to make a single crochet in the second one, sorry, the third one here. So two single crochets into the chain by skipping the first chain. So this is done. Now we're going to chain 3 from here itself. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we are going to again skip the first one in this chain here and make a single crochet in the second and the third one. So this is the first one that we're going to skip and make a single crochet second and the third. So 1 and 2. So this is what the tail will look like. Now we have to join the tail to the body. So I'm going to take this um, loop here and pass the hook through the stitch in which we made 4 chains. So in the same stitch here, this is the stitch. I'm going to insert, yarn over and make a slip stitch to secure this. So this is the tail that you see. Okay. Now what you want to be doing is you just adjust this a bit. Okay. So now from the next stitch onwards, you want to make 6 single crochets. So I'm going to make 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now once you made the sixth one, now chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And in this chain 3, we are again going to skip the first one and make single crochets in the next 2. So to make a fin. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay, done. Now we are going to again make a slip stitch into the body of the fin, which is just insert, yarn over, and pull this through the loop. So this is a slip stitch. We have now secured the fin to the body. Now we are going to make single crochets through the next 12 stitches. So one single crochet in each of the 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now I am at the opposite side of the fin that we had made here. So now I'm again going to make a fin this side. So again for the fin you have to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Skip the first one and make 1 single crochet each in the next 2. So skipping the first one, in the second one I make 1 single crochet, and in the third one again 1 single crochet. Okay. Now in the stitches that are left, there would be 6 stitches that are left. So here there are 6 stitches for me. I'm going to make a single crochet in each, but before that, just make a slip stitch for the fin. Slip stitch into the same stitch here for the fin. Done. Now make 6 single crochets here. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Once you've done this, just to finish this row right here, we are going to be making a slip stitch into the tail stitch here. So this is the tail stitch. I'm just going to make a slip stitch to finish the row. Okay. Here, slip stitch, Okay, and after this row, we are going to be changing the color. So what I want you to do is just make a chain, pull the yarn up like this and cut it. So after this, we are going to be using the white color for the base or any other color. You can use any other color if you want. So yes, this was the part one. In part two, what you're going to do is we are going to add in the eyes, make the lower part of the veil, and weave in these ends if they're still there and fill it with fiber fill. So yes, in part two, we're going to finish this project. So thank you.